He shall come to love. Come on up in the Lord's house. He shall come to love. Come on up in the Lord's house. He shall come to love. Robo Shanda, Bobo Shai. He come to love. Oh yeah. Hey Tony. I told y'all might get a surprise on Monday. Hey Rooted in Essential Oils. How y'all doing this Monday morning? How y'all doing this Monday morning? Tramel, y'all know the routine. Tramel is already in dialysis. And I have to wait because my time, I don't, they don't hook me up until like 11, 11:25. Hey Londa, hey Kay, hey Geraldine. How y'all doing today? I'm good. I am good. I cannot complain at all. I'm good. We was rushing today because we sat around. We woke up on time, but we sat around. And, Tramel don't care if he late. So he was like, man, I don't care. And we sat around drinking coffee, watching TV. And I said, Tramel, we got to get dressed. We got to do something. So, we got ourselves together. He was late, as usual. And sorry about the noise, y'all. They doing the grass. So, you know, that's what y'all hear him doing the grass. I need to roll up these windows and turn on this air, honey, because all of that is gonna mess with my allergies, child. All of that is gonna mess with my allergies. So y'all see I titled it Joseph Rants, cause, you know, it's some things that don't sit right with me. Hey, Grateful Heart, and thank you for putting up the Cash App. It's just some things that don't sit right with me. Like, I don't understand people that talk about other people and then all of a sudden they change their views about them and they become friends. Because for me, if you do that, then what are you doing to me? How are you kicking my back in? And, because if you do it to them, you're doing it to me. Okay, uncle. If you're doing it to them, you'll do it to me. And that's the part that I have a problem with. When people come to you and talk about other people that they know you're friends with, and they sit and smile and laugh in their face, you'd be a fool not to think that they're doing the same thing to you. You would. You'd be a fool because if they're comfortable enough to come to you and talk about other people, then they're comfortable enough to go to the same people and talk about you. And I just, I've seen it on Facebook. I've just been like, I asked Tramel, I said, I'm so confused. And he'd be like, what? I said, well, these people sat and talked to me and you about somebody, and now they bosom buddies. I'm a little confused. I was like, I don't get it. I said, so, for me, you kicking my back in too. Hey, Carol. I don't get what, I just don't get what people be thinking. Like, either you my friend or you not. Either you like me or you don't. I don't have time for this wishy-washy thing people be doing now. I really don't. I don't have time for it. That's why me and Tramel stay to ourselves. Because it's always a rhyme or a reason or something why, things happen. And we standing there looking stupid like, okay, all right. You know what I'm saying? And we look like the fools in the end. And I'm like, enough is enough. Like, that's why we, hey Joy, that's why we stay by ourselves. Honestly, that's why we stay by ourselves, because it's too much. It's way too much. It's too much. And see, me, I've been done cursed you out and went off on you and kept it moving. Tramel is going to sit around and play, I'm not going to say play games, but he's going to sit around and wait for you to dig a hole for yourself. And I don't have that time. I don't have that time. I don't have that time to sit and wait for people to dig holes for me. And I don't have that time. I'm just going to tell you, bitch, I know what you up to, and call it a day and keep it moving. And then, child, let me tell you about my next door neighbor. And maybe y'all could explain it to me, honey. So, sometimes it be in your own family that will talk about you. That's why I stay. Right, Kay, right. That's why I stay to myself. I gotta cut my mustache down. Tickling my nose. But, right. And that's the part I can't, I can't deal with. But, what I want to say is this. Well, actually, let me tell y'all about my neighbor. Let me tell y'all about my neighbor, y'all. So he's like 25. So one day, I believe me and Tremel were coming home from dialysis, or we were coming home from grocery shopping. I want to say dialysis because I don't remember having packages. I don't remember having bags. So we get to the top of the stairs, and he goes, "Can I ask you a question?" So I'm like, "Yeah." He was like, "How much would you charge me to use your internet?" So I said, "Well, give me a couple of minutes and knock on my door." So me and Tremel get in the house. I said, "Tremel, what's up with that? You want him to use our internet or whatever?" And Tremel was like, "I don't care." I was like, "Okay." I said, "How much we gonna charge him?" Tremel said, "Well, it depends on how long he want to use it." I said, "Child, he want to use it indefinitely." So Tremel was like, "Okay, whatever." So he knocked on the door, and Tremel went back to the door. So he told Tremel $12. Tremel said, "Oh no, $25. Okay, well, I just started the job, so yada, yada, yada. So, of course, I made it my business to come to the door. And he was like, I'm going to pay it. I said, "You can pay if you want to, but I know how to change my password, sweetie. Not an issue. If you don't give me the $25, I'll change the password." But I don't even have to do that, because Xfinity has this new thing. Whatever's on your internet, you can just block it so that it can't work. So I don't even have to change my password, because I don't want to change my password, because then I'm going to have to put it in my TV and my phones. I don't feel like going through all of that. So I'm like, we like, okay. The next day, Tremel gets a phone call. It's him. "Oh, my girlfriend hasn't eaten all day and she's pregnant. Do you think you could give me some food?" So I'm like, now I had spoke to him and his girlfriend earlier. She looked at me and rolled her motherfucking eyes. He spoke. So at this point, I really don't give the fuck if the bitch eat or not, and I'm being honest. But my mama and my grandmother always taught me that you don't let somebody go hungry. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So me and Tremel, we had just went grocery shopping, and Tremel tell y'all about the meat he get for like $2 and $3. So I'm like, okay, give him a $2 pack of meat, give him like a little bowl or jar of rice. And Tremel don't like string beans in a can, but we had them, so I gave them the string beans in a can. The next day, "Oh, I'll give you $1 for 2 cigarettes. The next day, no, can I have a cigarette? The next day, now this was the one that did it. I would like to know if y'all get food stamps, and if you do, can I get $20 until I get mine? I said, Tremel, nip this nigga in the ass right now, cause I ain't got time. Every fucking day he begging for something. I said, every fucking day he begging for something. I said, I don't know who the fuck he think he is. I said, I already know his little plan. I said, and you know it too. I said, he's doing it because we gay, and he think he can get whatever he want out of us because we were nice. So Tremel let him have it. I don't know what Tremel said, but he ain't asked us for shit after that food stamp stunt. And I'm like, what the fuck? I know Tremel told him we don't get food stamps. He's like, we don't get food stamps, and even if we did, I wouldn't give you nothing from it. Right, Tony? Like, I'm like, who does that? Like, you asked for the internet, we agreed. You asked for food for your pregnant girlfriend, we gave it to you. Then they got into a fight, and you can hear them in the hallway, and he's like, well, I got food for you, and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, well, he ain't lying. He did get food for her. Right, Carol, exactly, right.